Boy, oh boy, Gaza Nation, it don't look good, you know. The fight is real in a Gaza Nation. Me I tell you, it showed. You not gonna like it, but me I tell you no. I say set one night time them. Vybz Kartel being blocked for certain interviews and meet and greets and meeting with young people by Sturge. I say name Sturge? Yeah, Trinidad. The thing set away right now on Vybz Kartel. And we there so we talk about it. After the other day, Costa Rica said no, Vybz Kartel, you will not enter. We not let you in our country. Back up. What kind of concert? Left up. You understand? Yep, that go on pan what a go on. Guyana say, watch you know, good like Jesus, we don't want it so. Well, you don't know. ERC? Yeah, them don't want that. You understand? So, we're going to talk about them thing, your people. It's set away.
Get along with the voices inside of my head. And I don't need to
only
be
humble. Can
break down walls like Jericho crumble. That is here.
It's not a normal thing.
Never lost.
I will never ever fall. Never ever fall.
Never fall, never stumble.
Break down walls.
You're trying to save me. Stop holding your breath.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, Dancehall News and Reviews. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Hit that like button and drop a comment. Share your views and perspective. Blessings and respect. It's the captain of the Vulture Squad, Edmund Drunkra, reporting for duty. Now, Gaza Nation, as we say, it's set away upon Vybz Kartel. Because right now, people, conversation, tongues are wag, people are talk. Vybz Kartel is an ex-convict. Maybe not in the sense of what people normally look at ex-con as, but he was once convicted. However, he's no longer convicted of murder due to a technicality he got off, right? So, unlike Vybz Kartel was found innocent. Yeah. Now, if you're a regular viewer who watch my channel and know how the Vulture comment on them thing and my perspective, you would know I have said it numerous times that Vybz Kartel was not found innocent. He was not found innocent. He got off on a technicality. Because he got off on a technicality, technically, one can say he was guilty, but he got off because there were missteps by the prosecution and the judge. So he got off with murder. You get it? Got away with murder. Like how them say, O.J. Simpson got away with murder. The glove does not fit, so you must acquit, even though everybody thought he was dead to right, guilty. But due to evidence tampering, he got off on a technicality. Think about it. Even though O.J., it wasn't so much a technicality, but the fact that we knew he was guilty based on evidence, but the evidence became inadmissible, they could not use the evidence, so it backfired on the police them who try to, help him sink. Them try, the man a sink, and them throw the man some rock stone, some anchor extra weight for sink him, and it backfire. You understand? So, literally, Vybz Kartel got off on technicality, and I said it. I said it then and I'm going to say it again. If he was found not guilty, the man would be the biggest deal in the world right now. If it was a case where he was maliciously prosecuted, wrongfully prosecuted, framed, and that came out in court, oh my God, everybody would be circling and swarming. The reason why you see it take months and months for a lot of people running organizations, news networks, mediums, all sorts of people, them kind of walk wide because them know say the stench of guilt is still surrounding Vybz Kartel. Therefore, them walk wide and see how the public accept him, and then a lot of them are running right now for eat a food. You understand? For make a buck off of him. But he's benefiting, so I say go. You overs, quid pro quo. You have to know that go already. You understand me, people? So it a benefit them, it a benefit Vybz Kartel. Yeah, one hand wash the other situation, because one hand can't clap. So I saw it go for Vybz Kartel. A lot of people walk wide, but now them are running. However, what's also simultaneously happening is a lot of countries are saying, hold on, something a bubble up. Them a look sideways, them a say, we not too want that money around the youths them, This man at same change and this and that, but We not too believe him, you know. We are watching him, you see me? So you see Costa Rica make the move and ban Vybz Kartel or blocked Vybz Kartel from entering. Like I told y'all then, yo, listen, a lot of countries are watching. A lot of countries are watching, and this smells dirty, it smells nasty. The stench is stink for Vybz Kartel them right now. If couple more countries go so boom now and block or ban him, yo, a lot more countries are gonna wake up. Because the information is being passed around. Like, this man is not fit for our culture. The reality of the reality. As you can see, the sitting government in Jamaica, they shun Vybz Kartel. Them no welcome him. Them no want him around the place. Them no want him no way. The PNP, them welcome him. But then Vybz Kartel have a kind of runway, because the people them say, yo, what go on here? So even some members of the PNP party say, yo, no. This man is an ex-con. We don't want this man around here. Like Vybz Kartel, we don't want him involved in a few things. So lift up. So Vybz Kartel had to distance himself from the PNP party because it wasn't a good look for him and it wasn't a good look for the party. You see me, people? So that a go on. So imagine being a government member from a different country. And you say, what land, man? What land? If Jamaica don't want this man, why should we want this man in our country? We not see him a meet with no youths in a Jamaica. We not see him a do them things. So he want to come a full country. Where him a do a Grenade or St. Vincent and the Grenadines or wherever him a go. And I meet with youths. Guyana. Yeah. Guyana and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Him a meet with youths. What you mean him a meet with youths? Him not meet with youths in a Jamaica. What you mean him a try teach the youths them? No alcohol him a push. No music him a push. No degeneracy him a push. Then how him a talk to the youths them? This no look good. This man come out of prison. What is this? A scared straight episode? No, this no look good. So obviously, people are start to wake up. You get it? Boy, oh boy, that one that don't look good, people. It don't look good. Defense Minister limits hashtag Vybz Kartel's movement. Media appearance in hashtag Trinidad and Tobago, right? Concerns about him interacting with country's vulnerable youths, particularly as his conviction was not based on merit but on a legal technicality. Hashtag Caribbean. Wow. Well, and then, man. So all of you people will love to about man bad mind and man this and man that. You never know say a facts me attack. You never know say the truth me attack. You don't know say them things you go come back for bite Vybz Kartel in the long run. It's all glitter and glamour right now, but let me tell you this. Reality I go come falling down pan huno. All of who things say, oh, the slate was wiped clean. No, it was not. It's only a matter of time and it's building up. Me tell you no, the elephant in the room, I told y'all, he got off on a technicality. That was a massive elephant in the room. I mean, don't know why people think, say, oh, this is not a big deal. It's a major deal. A massive, me call it a woolly mammoth. The man got off on a technicality. The man is campaigning on being guilty. You don't realize it or una sleepwalk through life. From time to time, Vybz Kartel maintains that he had nothing to do with the murder of Clive Williams, right? You know me I say, Clive Lizard Williams. The man say he had nothing to do with it. He did not kill him. He has said that. He has maintained that for years and years. However, he also maintains that he's a changed man. Him change. He's no longer about that life. What life? No longer about what life? He's a changed man. What was he involved in that he's no longer involved in? Oh, he's no longer in the badness. And he's telling the youths them to stay far from badness. Don't be like him because he grew up in certain things and grew up in a government badness and all them things there. You know, he speaks on these things. And I'm saying, Vybz Kartel, if you are telling the media, telling the public through the media, oh, well, I'm a changed man, I am no longer about that life, then you're saying you did do stuff. You did a dibble and double in a badness and madness. You understand? By saying that, by campaigning on the fact that you're a changed man, you're admitting to doing stuff. Whether or not it was the murder of Clive Lizard Williams or the many other accusations that's out there. Many other accusations. So you're saying you're a changed man. And that is a dog whistle. I shouldn't even say a dog whistle because it's a loud whistle to a lot of people to say that you were once involved in those lifestyle, the badness, the dan this, the one dan, the clans this, the ray, you were involved in these things. So when you say you change, nullify the things you were once involved in, and that's what you need to understand. By admitting that, saying you change your life and God is now the greatest. You once blasphemed numerous times. You once said 33 degrees heights of evil. You once said you must know God as Selassie your father. And in your darkest time you found Jesus Christ. You said and now God is the greatest. Don't feel for a second say automatically that absolve you of all your sins. It does not. You can have sex with a girl, right? And you say, January, pum pum are the best pum pum. Are the best, but that's an objective truth. Another man can go there and it's not the best for him. It's the best for you. Not necessarily means it's the best for everybody. It's the best you ever had. Doesn't mean it's the best in the world. That's a objective truth. That's a truth to you, may not be the truth for somebody else. For example, right, when you look up at the sky, there are different people who see different colors, right, or see colors different. Some people are colorblind, whatever. Some people don't see certain shades or whatever the case is, right? So if I look at the sky and I say it's blue, one can say, technically, the sky is not even blue because it's a reflection of the ocean. One might say, no, it's the ocean reflecting the sky. One say, no, the sky reflecting the ocean and blase. When you go up in the sky, do you see an actual color? No, you don't see a color. So then it's like, oh, what is it? Is it blue? Is it not? Is it gray? Whatever. You seen a different color? Yeah, what me answer to you right now, you have absolute truth. Like Vybz Kartel got off on a technicality. That is an absolute truth. Absolute. There is no debate in it. There is nothing you can say. It's just absolutely true. He got off on a technicality. There is no way around it. You can't go back to the Privy Council's decision to quash the conviction in the first place. And when you read that, you will understand the grounds under which they did that and why they sent it back to the Jamaica Court of Appeals for them to make the decision whether to retry or throw out the conviction, right? And based on the many grounds, the tribunal of judges decided, we're going to throw it out. Them face a certain amount of time, the time and money, this, that, we're going to throw it out. Worth it. Plus, a lot of evidence gone missing, trying to find the eyewitness. All right, let them go. So I'm sorry to break it to the Gaza fans, the Gaza nation. He never got off because he was innocent. They did not find that man innocent at no point. He was actually found guilty. You over what I say? Found guilty. Conviction quashed based on juror tampering. Yeah, that go on pan what I go on. You understand me, people? Juror tampering. That is why the conviction was quashed. Why didn't they go to a retrial? They did not because of cost, time, money, witness, evidence. Many grounds. We can go back to it if y'all want one day. We can go back. Even though the lives and the videos on that topic is still on this channel actively, you can type it in and go and watch. Him never get off based on being innocent. So get that clear, people. Defense Minister Wayne Sturgis ordered that the itinerary of Jamaican dancehall artist Vybz Kartel be cut. In one of his first acts of business, Sturge, according to a legal source within the ministry, is prohibiting Vybz Kartel from 2 media interviews and other events. The artist born DJ Palmer is scheduled to arrive in the country on May 26th in preparation for his concert on May 31st. According to immigration orders, Sturge blanked Palmer a morning radio interview, a midday TV appearance, and a local press drop-in on May 27th. He also blocked a meet and greet, a visit to a school or youth center, a cultural lunch with community leaders, and an official meet and greet on May 28th. How are go on here, so people? Mighty. It's getting spooky. Spooky dookie. Them no want cartel in them country. Them no want cartel to interact with them youths. Our leaders, local leaders, community leaders. Them no want the man. Them a say, brother. Wanna really bring this man in at the country world concert? You don't even want him here, you know. Cause right now we are dealing with peer criminals and violence, you know. And dancehall a part of that, you know. So you know, say right now the government a look on dancehall and dancehall artists, them spooky, and the influence they've had on the 6 and the 7. You don't know, you know, the Caribbean 6 and 7, you know, 6 bars, squash them, link to 6, you know, Cayman 6, this, that, plumpy them, ray, 6 and 7, knock it pan a 6, knock it pan a 7. You know, go on like you don't understand what go on. In an immediate response to the Guardian media, Sturge, after questioning how the Guardian media became aware of his orders, confirmed the adjustments, saying based on Palmer's past legal troubles, he was concerned about him interacting with the country's vulnerable youths, particularly as his conviction was not based on merit but on legal technicality. He added that a detailed media release is being drafted. Jaja City, Jaja Town, them want to turn it in a cowboy town, yo. Me I say, look ya now, what go on here, so bloody city, bloody town. Trinidad, them want to turn Trinidad in a Trinidad. And Trinidad I say, no. We're not having it. Even though we turn Trinidad already, we still need to turn back Trinidad. But people, you know, all seriousness, we have to talk about the reality of it, you know. Dancehall is most definitely contributing to the degradation of the youths in Trinidad. We can't go around it. You see me, the crime and violence, it crazy in Trinidad, and it's based on dancehall being a part of the culture, a major part of it. Me not say them never have badness before. Me not say soca can have some badness in it, but dancehall fuel the badness over there. No matter how you look on it as a Jamaican, me can look and say, I know it rough, you know. Imagine being Trinidad. If I was a Trinidadian and I see the degeneracy being pushed through dancehall music upon the youths of our country, like me that push back. I would be pushing back. If hip-hop start to invade our culture in Jamaica and the youth them start to do some madness and that's based on hip-hop, like I would be pushing back on hip-hop. I'm just being honest with y'all. You understand? So I can understand if someone in Trinidad or Trinidadians want to push back on dancehall. I understand. I know, naysayers, anti-vulture people are gonna be talking nonsense, dropping some stupid comments right now. Oh, dancehall now have nothing, Trinidad Ray and blase. But I would like to point out to the obvious, right? That Vybz Kartel is the boss. Who Squashman them look up to? Who the 6 them look up to? Vybz Kartel. Remember the man Gaza 6, G6? Gaza beat them bad. Remember good no man. You forget? When you talk about the Sparta gang, isn't that linked back to Vybz Kartel through Tamale? So when you talk about the 7 and Skin Connection, as well as Skin Connection to Vybz Kartel, Skin Connection to Tamale, it's a web of madness, both sides of it. So whether it's Gaza, whether it's 6, whether it's 7, whether it's Sparta, it's all intertwined. So when I say both sides, I'm referring to the 6 versus 7. And both sides link back to Vybz Kartel. And Vybz Kartel allegedly linked to the Clans gang. If you remember, people, Clans. One Dan, Tesha Miller, Blackman, Ray. So if you have prominent members of both sides repping Vybz Kartel, bigging up the world boss, this and that, imagine him coming to Trinidad and both sides, the rival gangs looking to this man like he's God. Imagine that. You know, imagine his show. Wow, his show. They better have a lot of security. Because he can get spooky dookie real quick. People who know about Trinidad and the violence in Trinidad, let me tell you something. I don't follow certain things, but I know of, because I know Trinidadians who talk about these things. They literally have a website that is dedicated to show you the murders day in, day out, the graphic images. They have website. If you know me, I talk about, drop a comment. confirm what me I say. It crazy. Them have a website, people, where you can see some crazy things we are going. The war we are going, the victims, them, this, that, rare. You can follow the war. So yes, the mainstream media not covering the underbelly, but it's there, and it has been bubbling up like a volcano for ages now. So all who don't know the dancehall tied to it, well, first of all, a lot of y'all don't even know that there is a gang feud. Has been a gang feud, continuous war, and people dying on both sides. Who don't know them thing there. Palmer was originally scheduled to perform in TNT on February. However, the One Caribbean Music Festival was postponed to May. Palmer was freed of murder in 2024. Jamaica Court of Appeal ruled against retrying him and his co-accused for the murder of Clive Lizard Williams. Palmer, Sean Storm Campbell, Kyra Jones, and Andre St. John's were convicted of the September 2011 murder of Williams. Lawyers representing the quartet made an appeal to the local Court of Appeal in 2020, but their convictions were upheld. Their appeal was taken to the Privy Council, and on March 14, 2024, their murder convictions were overturned on the grounds of juror misconduct. The Privy Council also remitted the case back to the Jamaica Court of Appeal to decide whether there should be a retrial. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So this is not make it up, people. I am not making it up. The other day, Vybz Kartel was set to do a concert in Costa Rica, and miraculously, unfortunately for the Gaza nation, that concert was cancelled / postponed. I don't even know. Ballings are going right now. People want them refund. Me don't know what the promoter are going to do right now or Cartel. Will he refund back the money? I do not know. However, ladies and gentlemen, Costa Rica immigration, even though the promoter and Vybz Kartel and his lawyers them try, the immigration was having none of it. They blocked his entry into the country. A lot of people were saying, oh, it's because the promoter did not have permit to keep the event, and I'm saying nonsensical. Even if the promoter did not have any permit, remember, people, they blocked him at the airport. They did not block him entry to the venue. They did not turn off the show. They did not try to block the show. They blocked his entry into the country. That's a whole different scenario. And you have to understand that Vybz Kartel visa was a visa for visiting as a tourist. He had a tourist visa. He didn't have a work permit. He had a tourist visa. So even if Vybz Kartel showed up at the airport, going through immigration, and they said to him, what's your visit for? And he's like, oh, I'm here to do a concert. Sir, you don't have a work permit. You have no papers, no authorization to come in the country and do a show. What are you talking about? Where you get that from? You have a tourist visitor visa. So how you gonna do concert? Where's your work permit? That took place, people. That actually took place. So all of what about the country this and the government that and immigration this and promoter this and promoter that, the man didn't have work permit. Work permit. So they blocked his entry to the country. And bear in mind, in 2011, I think it was, he was already blocked from that country before. So it's nothing new. Vybz Kartel, them have them eyes on him. You understand? Costa Rica have them eyes on Vybz Kartel. Them a give him the side eye. Because look at Bounty Killer. When he went to Trinidad, he was blocked. But they work it out. He was stuck at the airport for some hours, but they work it out. They got him in the country. Vybz Kartel, they couldn't work it out. The country had none of it. Immigration said no. And no means no. So far, it's just speculation. We do not know the official reason why they blocked him, why the immigration said no, why they refused to let him in the country. We don't know the full details. It's not like they put out a press release or official this or official that. Nobody now talk. And clear as day, Vybz Kartel and his team, they're keeping it tight-lipped because they don't want this information getting out. They don't want to start a wildfire. Them don't want to cause the butterfly effect, even though we're kind of seeing the result of it already. reality. The fact that Trinidad is putting the clamps on him, we have to really take a look at that and see what go on from this, because as he continues his freedom tour, you know how that go already. Other countries might be blocking, other countries might be limiting. So we are going to watch and see what go on with Vybz Kartel, because getting off on the technicality is not a clean slate, and a lot of people are giving this man the side eye. Plus he's dibbling and dabbling in religion right now, singing gospel music. That alone can rub a lot of people the wrong way. As you see in Guyana, they're calling for the ban of his song Good Like Jesus. When he must say pum pum good like Jesus, the kitty good like Jesus, your kitty good, substitute kitty for, yeah. So literally a lot of people find it blasphemous. He's mocking God, mocking Jesus, mocking Christianity. He having the tattoo on his head talking about, God is the greatest. That is a mockery in itself. So a lot of people looking at him sideways. You don't have to like me. You can hate me. You can send me this, you can send me that. I read comments, I see comments. Man, of course, me say me a fish, me a that, rate, one bag of this, and I'm just like, brother, listen to me. Sisters, listen to me. I get it. A lot of y'all low IQ dopey bats. So I expect y'all, when I make videos like this, I know I'm gonna get the hate. They're gonna roll out, yo, if him know this you can't eat, I'm a feed your family. I'm like, oh well. So go tell the journalists them that covering news I that feed them. Obviously, no ish Sherlock. This is my job. And covering dancehall do feed my family. Do keep the lights on, do pay the bills. So it look like unanana sense. So great revelation. Talking about Vybz Kartel, do put food in my pocket, food on my plate, whatever you want to say. So it's all good, man. But it does not change the fact that what I am saying is the truth. The truth and nothing but the truth. I state facts. But a lot of people do not like the truth. Y'all are enemies of the truth.
Of course, respectfully. If you say to me you should respect people, I always respect people. I would disrespect you if I lied to you. I'm not going to call a man a woman. I'm not going to call a woman a man. I'm not going to say sorry for saying telling the truth. Your beliefs. It's not my belief. A woman cannot be a man, and a man cannot be a woman. It's not a belief.
But I'm saying in your perception of the world is different from someone else's perspective, because just as emphatic as you are, that you believe what you just said, there's someone that believes emphatically the opposite. Okay, so what you're talking about is the idea that everything can be subjective and there's no such thing as truth. And let me tell you why that. But that's why it's either a yes or a no. No, because we're either talking about feelings or facts. No, but that's what I'm saying. I believe there is objective truth. Okay. Okay. A person that is born a man, okay, a person that is born with a penis, as we call it, okay, cannot ever grow up and give birth. Do we agree with that? Yes. Okay, so there is such thing as an objective truth. I will not apologize for sharing objective truth. I'm not going to apologize for not saying because his feelings are hurt and do you see how I feel? Because so you have no problem going throughout the world hurting people's feelings. I have no problem going out the world. That's one way to pitch it. Telling people the truth so they can better their lives. So they can live in reality and not the one, not the fantasy land that they're creating for their lives. But what if someone believes that is a better life for them? Okay, well, let's play it your way then. Let's do it the other way.
Why am I showing you this clipping right here? So I came across this. Candace Owens schooling Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon is an entertainer, artist, big artist, actor, everything. Nick Cannon, to me, he's trying to cultivate the youths them. They have been using Hollywood and Holly weirdos to control the minds of the youths, to mold the malleable minds of these youths. And the truth is the truth. The truth is not objective or subjective. The truth is the truth. Even though Candace is breaking it down for him, saying that there's truth that is truth, and you can be objective to truth or whatever. But to me, Nick Cannon is very subjective, and Candace is about to beat and teach him the difference between objective truth and subjective truth, because the idea that a woman can turn into a man and a man can turn into a woman, that is subjective, absolutely subjective. The objective truth is, no, they cannot. You can believe what you want to believe, but reality is reality. You understand? Yeah, objectively, that's your reality. Subjectively, you can try to put that on everybody else. Imagine me, a straight man, having to deal with a man who convert into a woman and know, oh, well, I should look at her and call her and ma'am, and I'm like, yeah, are you serious? Are you serious? And then no, it's discrimination if you say you don't, as a straight man, you don't date trans woman. It's a trans, I don't even know. I get confused sometimes. So a trans woman is a man trans into a woman. You know what I'm saying? A Decepticon. Yeah, a transformer. And then you have, man trans is a trans man. A woman who transforms in a man. So imagine being a straight man forced to date a trans woman, and you aren't able to distinguish her. They saying it's discrimination because you have transphobia. Like, no, I don't. No, I do not have transphobia. I just don't want to date a man. I say biological woman. That's my preference. Can I have my preference?
There are a group of people who are now referring to themselves as minor attracted people.
Oh, I knew you was going. Can't go there.
Hey, but that's what they believe. They believe that they are in love and want to have sex with children. They believe that, Nick. They believe it. And are you going to apologize when you call them pedophiles? Are you going to apologize, Nick? Are you going to have them on your podcast?
It's a hell of a
Don't you
point.
understand how they feel on the inside when you say that they can't have sex with 8-year-olds?
That is a hell of a point.
It is. The slippery slope is not a fallacy. It is reality. We are living the slippery slope. So somebody's going to have to produce the wall. So there's going to be a lot of voices that need to be objective and tell people the truth. I'm very happy to be those voices. If you're looking for me to, make you feel good, I can't be your mommy. I can't. That's why I tell you, I can't be your mommy.
But see, that's what I was saying. It's
I'm not your mommy. You're not a toddler. You're an adult.
But see,
this is what truth is. And if you can't deal with truth, then you're going to have a very tough life, way tougher than having to listen to Candace Owens say, you are a man on the internet.
As I said, I played that clipping for you to understand that people out here want to believe what they want to believe, even though it's not reality. They want to be subjective all day, every day. What about the objective truth, right? There's nothing to object. It's just the truth. The truth is the truth. You can't go around the truth. No, when we say Vybz Kartel was convicted of murder, was found guilty, that is the truth, absolute truth. No subjectivity in it. But a lot of Gaza fans, this and that, through the system, whatever. It doesn't matter. The facts are the facts. He got off on a technicality. Can't go around it. You overs me. But I believe a lot of these entertainers and Vybz Kartel, in particular, is being used by the underworld, the dark forces, to control the youths, to mold them. Even though I think he has lost grip a lot of these youths, him too old now for really grab the youths them, but he still has a lot of sway on a lot of people. And darkness is where he's leading people. And I do believe that he's making fun of Christianity, making fun of religion. He's degrading it. You see me? I bring it down. Him, tattooing God is the greatest and keep saying it and singing gospel music is not a plus. That's a minus to religion, Christianity. If this man was really about that life, he would know that. Take a step back, bro. Because a lot of people are looking at you sideways. You're supposed to know that. But the spotlight, the money, the greed, yeah, man want it all, people. Man want it all. And the dark side of this world is using him. You understand me? And it's nothing new. Hollywood weirdos, Jamaican celebrities, foreign celebrities, they're the Pied Pipers to control the youths. And that is the reality. So when I play that clip, and I want you to understand when watching that Nick Cannon is the entertainer. And Candace is schooling him. They thought that, Nick Cannon would be able to school, contain or, push back on Candace. But Candace is too powerful for him. He had no argument, no comeback for the minor attracted people, the mutts. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been covering this topic for years now. Explaining to people that there is such thing as MOPS. People who come together, organizations, people organizing, saying they're minor attracted people. that they have rights, that they do have feelings, and we should think about them. So what, God made them this way or whatever. They're the way they are. They didn't choose to be this way, just like a gay person would tell you. They didn't choose to be this way, God made them and whatever. Same thing for minor attracted people, pedos. And crazy enough, people, do not for a second think that, the serial killers, the murderers, like the cannibals, like, yeah, they're gonna organize too. Because if you have a taste for human flesh, that's something that God made you or whatever, right? So you have feelings too, right? You can't control your urges, right? Okay. So the great boy them are gonna come together and say, yo, forceful is our thing and we're people and we have feelings. People who are butchering people gonna come together and say, yeah, that's how we're apex predators, the lion, the tiger, they don't care about the gazelle and because it's a dog eat dog world and it's the universe and nature and yeah, you can make an argument for everything. You can make an argument for everybody. No matter how dastardly the deed is, you can make an argument for it. Because we are apex predators. So we can make an argument for every single thing that we do. That's why governments can make arguments for wiping out a whole nation, a whole country. Dropping a bomb, dropping an atomic bomb. Killing millions of people. They do it all the time. And they think nothing of it. Government drop bombs on people, bro. You know what I'm saying? Napalm on people. Like, you gotta understand, they burn people alive. Do you understand? But who cares? It's on the other side of the world. It's happening to other people. It's not happening to you. So you don't care. You sleep comfortably. We get it. We understand. I understand. Because I'm like you, right? I am like you. It's happening out there and we do nothing to stop it. Just think of people starving in other countries. How often do we help? I mean, people starving in our own countries, in our own backyards. And we don't do nothing. When we eat our dinner and we have leftovers, do we package it up and go down the street and look for a homeless person and give it to them? No, we don't. We feed it to the dogs. I myself benefit from the entertainment industry, and this is my way of giving back. I do commentaries. I try to open people's eyes and minds and show people the darker side of the world and make them understand that not everything you see and hear is 100%. You got to peer behind it. You got to look into things deeper, and you got to elevate yourself. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery, like Bob Marley says, because a lot of people are sleepwalking out here. Open your third eye, your chakra, your this, your that. I get it, man. But it's the simple things that people don't understand. So you have to look into things. These entertainers, they're puppets, and they're being guided by, evil forces out here. They're not being guided for good. They're not being propped up for good, and they're working for money. So at the end of the day, money, or the love of money, is the root of all evil. So the puppet masters know how to, use these people and how to control them with money and stuff like that. Money, power, respect, and things. So it is crazy. It is crazy. So people, let me know what I pre about this whole Vybz Kartel, cause right now we look away. I do want to cover that spice topic, spice in Trinidad. Yo, I'm gonna have to talk about that. I'm gonna have to do a whole different video on that. But nonetheless, people, I'm not drag out that one past 40 minutes. So big up on yourself, love and respect. Share your views and perspective. Captain of the Vulture Squad, I came, I saw, I vultured that.